Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Indhira, aulia, vidyaningrum, and I'm from class 9.1 with absent number 16. And in this video, I will tell about the material of lesson, namely social. So I will explain about the globalization, but before that I will divide this explanation into 2 points, namely the definition of globalization and also the forms of globalization. So first of all, I will tell about the definition of globalization. So globalization is a long-term process of increasing the interconnectedness of the world. And globalization is simply an increase in human cooperation beyond the national borders. And the forms of globalization is divided into 5. The first is the cultural globalization, and the globalization in economic, communication, the transportation, and also the science and technology. So the first form of globalization is the cultural globalization. So this cultural globalization is a culture shift or a normalization in values or maybe a customs across the country. So the example of cultural globalization can be seen in this era from the different style of the young generation. So maybe this fashion style that being admired by the young generation is the Korean style or maybe the American style. We can see like maybe our friends or maybe another people in our environment is styling in a Korean style in a cute way or maybe in a swag American style. So this include the cultural globalization because the existence of smartphone is make the human life become more easier, and we can see a lot of people from different country is using a different kind of style or maybe like they introduce their culture through the social media. So maybe from the way they style or maybe from the way they communicate with their people affected our young generation to be like them. So that's why now we can see like a cute Korean style that being used by the young generation recently. So the second form of globalization is the communication globalization. This can be seen from the advanced technology in communication. So the interaction of one person to another person doesn't have to be face to face today because of the existence of smartphone. With smartphone, we can use the social media properly. So we don't have to meet our family or our friends that live far away from us when we want to communicate with them. With using WhatsApp, we can do a video call or maybe we just talk to them without have to be face to face because of the advanced technology. So the third form of globalization is the globalization in the economic. So in economic, free trade is a trade system that increasingly widespread and also remove obstacle of international trade. For example, like from the international company like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, McDonald's, KFC, Starbucks, and the others. So the last is the globalization in transportation. It is the development of increasingly sophisticated and fast transportation that is also influenced by the demands of globalization. We can take an example from the fast train of Indonesia that is created from the cooperation of Indonesia and also China. And also this fast train is become the number one fast train in Southeast Asia. So we must be proud of that. And also we can take another example from the sophisticated and fast transportation from Jakarta, namely the MRT and also the others. So the sophisticated and also this fast transportation in the future is not only in Jakarta but will be also in another region or maybe in another city, for example like Surabaya, Bandung, and the others. So in the number 4, there is the form of globalization in science and also technology. So science and technology is a main force of improving the sustainable welfare and also civilization of a nation. So science and technology is to change the future of human life to be better, easier, cheaper, and also safer and faster. So that's all from me. Thank you so much for your nice attention. And I'm sorry if there are any mistakes. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.